Headlines most affecting Chilliwack this week. The Rotary Climate Fair is fast approaching. Tzeachten First Nations re-elects their chief. Border guards graduate in Chilliwack. And the Chilliwack Chiefs aren't going to be making road trips to Merritt. We'll have all of that in sports. And our guests this week, Robyn Curtis and Dr. Tim Cooper with the Rotary Climate Fair. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. And speaking of which, the 2024 Rotary Climate Fair is coming up April the 13th and 14th. chillTV is a media sponsor, and we are going to have a conversation with two of the organizers, Dr. Tim Cooper and Robyn Curtis, about that fair. That's coming up in a few minutes' time. Derek Epp was re-elected for a third term as chief of Tzeachten First Nation. The vote was back on March 27th. This is a 4-year term. Epp beat out Diane McEachern and Sandra Bonner-Peterson in the election for chief. History was made in Chilliwack as a group of new Canada Border Services Agency officer trainees made history. It's the first time that the group was completing training at the CBSA Collegiate Pacific campus, a satellite campus in Chilliwack. Now, at the ceremony last week, 31 officer trainees received their officer badges. It's a symbol of authority and public trust, and they are now ready to serve from coast to coast. A newly approved provincial $10 a day childcare spaces have been unveiled by Victoria, and in Chilliwack, that's going to include the YMCA, Fraser River Center of Early Childhood Development and Family Services, as well as Growing Naturally, the in-home multi-age childcare facility.
Giddy up! The 11th annual Hometown Hoedown for Hospice is happening Saturday, April 6th at Evergreen Hall in Chilliwack. It's going to be a rip-roaring good time in support of the Chilliwack Hospice Society. Wrangle up your friends and family for a delicious barbecue dinner, live music by Cold Chain, dancing, drinks, a silent auction, and the always popular mechanical bull. Don't miss the Hometown Hoedown for Hospice, proudly presented by Kelmore Enterprises. Get your tickets now at chilliwackhospice.org.
Dr. Joanne Archibald has been announced as the University of Fraser Valley's 4th Chancellor. In 2018, she was appointed as an officer to the Order of Canada for her work in Indigenous education. She's well known as a leader in Indigenous education, a scholar who played a key role in weaving content and ways of knowledge into the curriculum at the K-12 and university levels. And her deep roots with UFE go way back 50 years when UFE was still called Fraser Valley College. The Vineyard Center off Five Corners on Wellington holding a Mad Art event. It's an all-ages event with music, paintings, jewelry, photography, and apparel, all for sale, as well as special teas and coffees, and proceeds going to fund youth programs at the Vineyard. It's this Friday from 4 to 10, featuring the band Teos, as well as other local musicians. This is part of the Vineyard Media Center where, by the way, we're located. We have the top floor. It's not how you want to spend an Easter Sunday. Around 4:30 in the afternoon, the unthinkable happened to a Cultus Lake family in their home on Spruce Street. The dryer caught fire, and a single mom of two now homeless. Now, there is a GoFundMe page that has been set up to cover expenses. The home is on Spruce and Cultus, and that's where you can find all the information if you push that into GoFundMe, and that'll all come up. Coming up, our interview with the organizers of the Rotary Climate Fair, and then a little bit of, well, lack of hockey when it comes to Merritt. That's coming up in sports.
Hey, there you are. I'm Steve. Come on into Restorative Cycle. Chilliwack Restorative Justice repairs harm and prevents crime. For over 25 years, we have been supporting the community.
We get used bicycle donations from you and they're serviced by our experienced technicians.
These bikes are awesome. Just look at that. From children's bikes to adults and all styles and colors.
Making them totally affordable.
We're proud to be of service to our community, and our bike program allows opportunity for that, either through donation or through buying one of our amazing bikes. Come by and take a look.
This week continues, and something that started last year, and even though there's the name Chilliwack in it, it is the Chilliwack Rotary Climate Fair. This applies to everybody in the Fraser Valley, from Langley to Abbotsford to Chilliwack to Hope. And Robyn Curtis, Dr. Tim Cooper. Last year, when we did this for the first year, we were kind of going, wonder if this is going to work, and it was a huge success. Here we are in year number 2. So what can we expect at this fair? What can we learn and take away from it?
Tim? All right. This year we actually have, so last year we had almost 40 booths of alternative energy, sustainable, all the programs, all the technology that you can imagine, electric cars. So last year we had almost 40 booths. This year we have over 50. We've actually run out of booths. We have sold out, but
this is a good thing.
This is a good thing.
Now, you had some incredible speakers, including Dr. Cooper. Are you going to be doing another round this year?
Well, we will be having, I believe it's 9 talks this year. Last year we had more. It was rather too many. So cut it down to 9 and nobody's repeating. So if you came to the talks last year, there's brand new talks this year.
Yep.
So what are we covering? Everything from EVs to alternative energy? What are we doing?
So the talks are actually, we actually have a gentleman coming from Uganda, if you can imagine it. So he's going to be speaking on how climate is affecting Africa in his area. We also have people, a fire ecologist, coming to speak on the realities of forest fires, fast fashion, sustainable agriculture. 9 talks that it's all leaders in their field of expertise, but every talk is different. So fracking, you name it, but it's all on the website, so all the speakers are listed there.
And the timing is interesting too, because Trans Mountain just recently said that they are pretty much done with their construction, and I know that was a bit of a sore point, shall we say, last year. Is that going to come up in conversation too, because you were mentioning fracking?
I'm sure some of the speakers will bring it up, and there will be an awful lot of attitude of the people who come to the fair, because the people who come to the fair, chances are they're looking for clean energy solutions and to learn about clean energy. How far can we go? What can we do? Do we really need to use fossil fuels? And the answer to that is no, but we have people there that can show them why we don't need to.
In fact, we have an award-winning speaker, award-winning designer for buildings, who is coming to speak, and he'll actually talk about how you can actually save money and build without fossil fuels for our developers to learn.
Very cool.
On the transportation side, we have 3 companies bringing electric vehicles this time. We only had 1 last year.
Right.
And it's really sending the message to everybody who's willing to listen that if you buy a brand new vehicle, getting an electric car is going to save you a lot of money over the lifetime of the car. A little bit more expensive at the beginning, and that will change next year. But for now, a little bit more expensive at the beginning, but then you save a bundle on gasoline and on maintenance repairs.
And you'll be able to drive. Some of the car companies are bringing vehicles that you can actually test drive. So if you like the Rivian and you want to drive it around town, that's...
Everybody loves Rivian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One thing that really was very cool to watch last year was the age range of people showing up. And I'm assuming that you're really pushing that for the entire family aspect of the show.
Yes, we actually have a kids area, so there will be a place for kids to play while the parents get some time to go around and chat with the folks that are there to teach.
Now, this is at the Landing Sports Center. And again, the dates, not this weekend, next weekend. So that's the 13th and 14th, as I recall. How do we get tickets? How much are the tickets? What do we have to do?
You just walk in the door.
That's it?
Yep. It's totally free. Everybody's welcome. There's a fair amount of parking around there, so no problem. Come on in.
Yeah, I remember last year we were still having some construction rounds with parking, but everything's all paved. And you are available on every social media that you can think of? We hope.
We have a Facebook event that you can check out page, and then if you look up, Rotary Climate Fair, we have a beautiful new website where you can see all the companies that are going to be there, and all the sponsors as well that have made it possible, so that we can make it free. We also, it's a lot of people don't realize that we run this also as a fundraiser for environmental projects. So it is free for you to enter, but the companies have paid to be there, and the money that we collect for that will actually be used for environmental initiatives. So
Very cool. This is going to be a ton of fun. And we all made the mistakes last year, so we know what we're doing this year.
Yeah, a tweet.
Exactly. Robyn, Dr. Cooper, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're watching This Week.
I'm Anastasia, co-founder of Kindred Cultures. We're thrilled to participate in the 2024 Rotary Climate Fair, as sustainability has always been and will continue to be a cornerstone of our business. At Kindred, we make super tasty probiotics. Our naturally fermented kefir water is blended with organic fruits and botanicals to make a light and effervescent, ready-to-drink beverage made with real food. Our caffeine-free offering is a great choice for everyone in the family. We strongly believe in doing well by doing good for ourselves, our families, our communities, and our planet. Can't wait to see you all there.
ChillTV Sports, the BC Hockey League regular season is over. Games 1 and 2 of the playoffs, Friday and Saturday for the Chiefs, April 5th and 6th. That's the first round, so Langley will be at the Chilliwack Coliseum. Tickets are now available. The Merritt Centennials announced that after the BC Hockey League playoffs are done, that 51-year-old franchise is also done. They will cease operations. The board of directors stating they could not find a financial way to make things work in the BC Hockey League. But moments after that announcement was made, the Centennials said they're going to reemerge in the Kootenay Junior League. So the Chilliwack Chiefs won't see Merritt anymore. The Chilliwack Jets, they will. On Sunday, Cultus Lake's Reese Houndon won the Canadian National Ski Cross title. He now plans to do some recreational skiing. The FIS World Cup circuit is done for the year. Congratulations to right-handed pitcher Cade Smith. He is a Chilliwack Cougars and MEI alumni. He was first drafted when he was in grade 12. Cade opted to go to the University of Hawaii, and then following his stint in Honolulu, he signed with the Cleveland Guardians. Well, this year, he made opening day roster for the Guardians, and in his first start, and yeah, mom and dad were in the stands, he struck out 5 batters in 2 innings, and the Cleveland Indians beat Oakland 12-3 at the Oakland Coliseum. Chilliwack FC Spring Soccer League Orientation Day is coming up Saturday at Exhibition Park. There'll be a ton of field games, as well as on and off field prizes, popcorn, food trucks, vendors, you name it. And this will be an opportunity to pick up your uniforms and, well, as meet some of your coaches. Coming up, Cari with the weather. Chill TV weekend weather. So, Cari, are we expecting April showers for the flowers?
Hey Chilliwack, weather this weekend's not looking so great. Sunday it's going to be quite cloudy with a slight chance of rain. Next week, not looking good either. Wednesday we might see the sun just a little bit, but other than that, temperatures are going to get up to maybe 16, but hover around 4 or 5 at night. Monday is actually also the day of the solar eclipse. Quite exciting. We won't see it here, but parts of North America will get to see it. And it's going to be about 360 to 410 years before it actually has that path again. So if you don't get to see it this time, you got a long way to wait. Back to you, Don.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local story that you want us to report on, you can always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. I'm Don Lehn.